Elite Digital Radio presents the Elite Podcast. The Elite Podcast is now available on the YouTube channel as well as Spotify. Elite Digital Radio is now available on Apple and Android. Check the website. Hey, man, it's not a name. It's a lifestyle. Season 2, episode 6. Hey, we got another banger tonight, man. Elite Digital Radio presents the Elite Podcast. The Elite Podcast provides a platform of conversations and interviews that will discuss diverse intellectual content that may resonate with you or to you in our culture. Once again, boy, tell a friend to tell a friend. Them Elite Boys is at it again. I'm your host, most hated 6Ds, alongside my co-host.
Laws 24.
Hey, yo, what's good, Laws? How you, man?
Sure, it's another night. We got another banger, huh?
Hey, what? Another banger? Listen, man. Elite Podcast, man. Tonight we taking it back to the island, man. Started off on the island, A.K. Shallon. You heard? Season 2, episode 6. Elite, y'all know how we feel about Staten already, man. We don't have, who we had up here, Laws? We don't have Fist. We don't have Shy. JJP. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my twin Terry. You know how we do. But listen, man. Tonight we welcome another SINY boy. You heard? A young black entrepreneur. Music now playing on all major platforms. Elite followers, please help us welcome Supreme Intelligence to the show.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, dog. I'm glad I'm here.
Hey, man.
Word
Appreciate
up.
you coming through, King. Appreciate you coming through. Everything good?
Everything is excellent, man. Life is amazing right now.
Word.
You know, that is a fact, man.
Be grateful for the blessings you got, never for the ones you want.
Exactly. That's all we can do, right? Keep moving forward. Keep our head up. That's it.
Straight up. Hey, man. Well, listen, man. Let's set this off, man. Let's start off by, giving our audience a little background about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Where you born? Where you were raised? You know what I'm saying? Siblings, kids, anything?
Yeah. So, I was born in Staten Island. I spent a lot of my young life in Florida as well. But then I came back to the island when I was in 3rd grade. So that's really where I was raised.
Okay.
And yeah, I just, I grew up on an island. The island's real small, so it's easy to know everybody. I was well known, you know what I'm saying? I went to Curtis High School. I played football for it was a youth team called the Staten Island Hurricanes. And the Hurricanes is really like the coaches that coached them. Those was really like a big part of my life because they never really spoke about football to us. They always spoke about life situations and what we should do after practice. And like every meeting after practice, it was never about the practice that we had. It was another message that probably connected to something he said before practice started. You know what I'm saying? So it was, and I'm talking about Coach Bali.
Word.
All the other coaches, you know what I'm saying? Coach Aaron, Coach Jason, everybody. But we can all attest to the fact that Coach Bali, he saved a lot of people on the island. So, you know what I'm saying? So that was a big part of my young life. And then, of course, I went to college after Curtis. I went to Morgan State University.
Word.
Yeah, word up. And I got my bachelor's in sociology.
Okay.
And yeah, so that was in 2019. And now I'm just, dived head first into music. I got a son. His name is Elijah Coles.
Peace.
His whole name is Elijah Solomon Devon Coles. My bad.
Okay.
Congrats, my brother.
Okay.
Word up.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Excuse me. You just gave us a little background information about your childhood, but you know what I'm saying? Without me saying too much, your childhood was a little different.
I mean, you could say that.
Now take me back to the early days, man. What was music always a part of your life, or what?
Yeah, music definitely always a part of my life. My whole family, that's the way we communicated. You know what I'm saying? My dad, my dad is Ghostface, and my older brother, Sun God, my mom. I got a lot of my stuff from my mom, just from a cleaning and stuff like that throughout the crib. But that's just the way we communicated. Like a lot of the times we would freestyle to each other, and it sounds weird, but that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like just go get the trash out, but we said in a line or something. You know what I'm saying? We just be playing around. So music was always in the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then of course, you know what I'm saying, my pops Ghostface being in Wu-Tang and stuff like that, that's just elevated it to a whole nother sense to where it's like, you know, you could do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, hold up, man. Cause I see I'm glad hold on. This is the perfect time too, because I seen you on the gram the other morning. What you know about Shirley Murdoch, man?
Yeah. You already know. I'm an old school, but I listen to a lot of old school stuff, man.
Look, I'm
Like
saying,
for
You gotta
real,
think of the
man.
house he grew up in.
yo, I'm
Uh-huh.
when I heard that shit, I'm like, yo, first off, this is my joint right here. Then I'm saying to myself, what did this boy know about this Shirley Murdoch?
Yeah. But I listen to, bro, it's Shirley. Anita Baker is one of my favorites. What's the other one, bro? Bro, I can't believe Denise Williams. Denise Williams is so freaking cold, bro. Like, yo, it's a lot of them though. I listen to a lot of old stuff, man. I was born in the 80s for real.
That's why I'm surprised right now. I met up with his dad 5 years ago in Vegas so we could get going on the Woo-Goo sticks. I'm surprised he didn't pull out a Woo-Goo to smoke.
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
The Woo-Goo sticks, yeah, duh.
Oh, bro, me and your dad go back a little bit.
All right, yeah, no, that's love. That's love right there. Word up.
It really is, my brother. It really is.
Right. Like this kind of go, you know what I'm saying, with the first question, but let's talk about for a second your early, you know what I'm saying, influence in this hip hop culture.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, it's not really, so I don't got really a typical story to where it's like, you know, one day it just clicked. It's like music always been there, but what I could say is when I wanted to pursue it as a career, it had to be in high school because I always made music just for myself. Like when I gained my own conscience and I started learning what's right from wrong and stuff like that, I would make music to express myself in my own bubble. And then I started saying it to my cousins and my friends and stuff like that in the hallways. And my friends started to want to hear my music just as I did. You know what I'm saying? So I made me a SoundCloud account and I started putting stuff on SoundCloud, started putting stuff on what was it, Dat Piff, all the old school sites, you know what I'm saying? All the old stuff when the mixtapes was out. It was around that era. So I was just putting out a bunch of stuff. I had an old one called On My Way, Supreme Music, and yeah, Supreme Music 2 never came out, but I still got that. But yeah, so yeah, that like it was around high school.
Yo, you say never came out, but don't ever say never because it can always come back.
That's a fact.
It's
yeah,
yours, my brother. You can bring that whenever you want.
Yeah, years later, right? Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Garage Days revisited.
Mm-hmm.
So, Supreme, how would you explain your style of flow to our audience? You know what I'm saying?
About style of flow, if I was talking to an audience, I would say that I mean, it sounds cliche, but I'm very, very original. I try to be creative, stay creative as possible. I get a lot of my influences from music. I mean, from movies, like old school movies as well as old school music. And yeah, I just try to I really try to just capture how I'm feeling. So I can't really put myself. Yes, sir. So I try not to put myself in a box that much because I got things that'll be in this field to where it's like, yo, I didn't know you could rap on that beat, but it's like it spoke to me that day. It made me feel some type of way,
right?
To where it's like, you know, so I could ride on it.
So I'm saying, okay, that leads right into what I was getting ready to ask you next. Then what inspires you to write, man?
Yeah, so right now, all right. So I was writing before we even got on here. What was the inspiration to that? It was the old school. Yeah, see, it was Caldwell. I hope I'm saying his name right. Caldwell Myrick. Okay. Caldwell Myrick. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, all right, smooth. So he got a song called "It Bees That Way," and so that's what inspired this last rap. So basically, what he's talking about in the song is like he had his first girl that he had intercourse with. She found somebody else to play with, and he told his moms. And his moms just basically said throughout the whole song, like, "Yo, it beats that way, Mama said." You know what I'm saying? So
Okay,
I got a whole situation like that with with a lot of my old girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, you know, and I always spoke to I tell my mom everything. I'm real transparent with my mom, and sometimes she'd say the hardest things. Like, yo, sometimes it be that way. You can't really do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying?
You work on memory.
Keep chucking.
You work
Yes,
on
sir.
memory trigger. See, what happens with you is things will happen around you and they trigger a memory, and the memory will trigger that euphoric moment in your mind where it brings you there. And then you hear the music because it takes you there. What's going on in that background plays to you. And that's what allows you to move forward and sing on something. It touches the emotion. That's where it controls with passion.
Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly how it is. I mean, you hit it right on the nose. Because as soon as my hairs jump when I'm listening to an old school song or watching an old school movie, and I just get really emotional or something, I just want to write about it. You know what I'm saying? Write about something in my life that, yeah.
See, so that's good. That means you're an empath. You're the type of person that has to have people around him that are positive, because you drain on people's energy. So if people are coming down or they're hurting, you feel the hurt. You're hurting too, especially if they're close to you. So that's being an empath like that, and being able to have so much emotion is really where you have to learn to stay guarded in a sense, because the wrong people around you can bring your emotion to an area where you're uncomfortable and you don't want to be.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that 100%, because it's ironic you say that, because that's the point in my life that I'm at right now. Just basically realizing that a lot of people around you can't come with you, to be blatant. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I got to do better with discern, like just really picking out the people that I need around me and stuff like that. But I definitely get what you're saying. That was a jewel that I'm gonna keep with me for real.
Hey, now you said you speaking about high school. Now, talk to me about it. Was you that kid in high school that would just walk up on the set and just spit at somebody and get it popping?
Not even. So I'm real humble, right? I'm real humble, bro. I like if somebody asks me, I'm gonna spit. I'm not just the person that just gonna walk up on you and just start rapping. You know what I'm saying? Okay. However, it was one incident where this dude, one of my classmates, I'm not gonna say his name, but he not gonna say his name, but he kept coming up to me. He was just like, "Yo, I want to battle. Just want to battle, man. You can't beat me out of this and that." He just did for like 2 weeks straight, and I'm just like, "Bro, I don't want to battle you out of this and that." And then after a while, I was just like, "You know what, man? Just on Friday, let's get right." You know what I'm saying? And we went to the cafeteria. When I say it was the whole school in the cafeteria, everybody around one. It's actually on YouTube too. You can go look it up. It's on
word.
Yeah, it's a rap battle. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, we was just in there just rapping. And yeah, it went crazy on YouTube. Like the first 2 weeks I put it up, had a few thousand views, like 14,000 views.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So see, that was the day he was feeling snarky and he just gave in and he was like, "Yo, I was trying to spare you, but yo, you know what?
Keep asking for it today. Yeah, you gonna keep asking for it, man. I'm gonna give it to you, man.
Yep.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it was. I mean, but you know, that's it.
It's all good. I kind of figured you was the type to want to go back and write something and have it down solid before you wanted to just throw it out there. I'm sure you can stand there and wing it from the hip, but being the calculated person that you are and as relaxed as you are, I think you're more the type to want to go home, write it, perfect it, and then come hard with it.
Yeah, no, you got it. I don't even like writing in the studio that much. I can write in the studio if I could, if it's the right people around me to where I know I could zone everybody out. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yo, nobody's paying me no mind. I got my headphones in. But other than that, I like writing in my crib, you know, just saying in my room.
You need to be you.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get that feeling, you want to just play on it. And you don't want the distraction to take you from it. It's almost like eating a good steak. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just enjoy it while it's right, because otherwise you're gonna lose it, and then it's not the same.
Not the same, yeah. Word up, you got heated up, all that. Nah, man.
All right. Now, check this out, man. We done had all artists so far. 6 episodes, we had all artists. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Each of them, I done asked each of them this question, man, and everybody has a difference of opinions. But,
Ghostwriter.
But you specifically, I want to hear from you.
Okay.
I want to hear from Supreme.
Okay.
Hey, yo, tell me how you feel about ghostwriters.
Yep.
Ghostwriters? I feel like ghostwriters only fly in the R&B world for real. Like, as far if you're a rapper and you got a ghostwriter, it takes away from the authenticity, like off rip. You know what I'm saying? I want to know who wrote it. I want to listen to his music. I don't want to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? I want to know his pain.
You know what it is? See, yeah, he just touched on it right there. I want to know his pain. When now rap goes back further, you know what I mean? Coming from jazz and reggae, forming into, but in that 80s where it became a way for kids to let out their emotion because of the street, rap really became about emotion, and those battles became about emotion and establishing who you were. So it's almost like I can see the point of, if you have a ghostwriter writing for you as a rapper, it's harder to accept it coming from somebody who's really not lived it or feeling it versus an R&B singer who needs to flow with melody.
Exactly. Because like the R&B, that, like, I feel like that's just anything goes. It's like R&B. It's kind of like R&B is a female and rap is man. You know what I'm saying? It's like females get away with a lot more shit. You know what I'm saying? You can do a lot more stuff when you're a female, but when you're a man, you gotta hold yourself to certain standards and morals. You know what I'm saying? And ghostwriting is not one of them.
R&B, rhythm and blues, I can definitely understand, because with R&B getting a lot of blues, the writing is a lot of times in the music. So really a lot of the performers performing in the blues in those eras of playing those instruments really didn't have to really write the music as well as they needed to perform it. So I can definitely attest to it. Absolutely. I agree 100% with you.
All right. So, hey, yo, after all of that, right? And all of that being said, would you ghostwrite for somebody?
Nah, I wouldn't ghostwrite for nobody. I wouldn't. Now, like I said, if I'm writing a hook and it's on some, like, yo, this is just how it gotta be said, then most likely that's a song, like it's somebody singing it. You know what I'm saying? That's most likely. I never got into my bag to where I wrote a hook and I said, yo, I want you to rap this for me. If I want somebody else, if I could rap it, it's a lot of the times I end up singing it myself, honestly. Because it just makes no sense to me to have somebody else do my lyrics. It makes no sense. Now, like, one exception is like my sister. My sister, she's getting into singing now, and I just be writing her songs so she could
That's
be in.
guidance, though. That's mentoring and guiding. There's a little bit of, that's a little different, because that's bringing somebody along and kind of breaking them in. So you're more mentoring and guiding than ghostwriting for her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also, because it's your sister, you'd give her anything you could to help her succeed. So that I think that takes on a little different of a meaning.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because I mean, when it comes to family, how could you would do anything for family? If you're most of us, there's some out there that have a different feeling, and family means different for others. But for most people that have a tight family, grew up with mom and pops and, brother and sister, and have that bond, family is word. So 9 times out of 10, you're going to do whatever you can to make sure they succeed. So.
Exactly. And family always comes first. I think it should, in my opinion.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And being a father, I'm sure you realize that more, you know what I mean, now, because when you're a kid just enjoying life, you realize it. But when you're a parent yourself, it really brings it into perspective for you.
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. You start seeing things different. You mean different value things, different everything. You know what I'm saying? So I see what you're saying.
Even though you want it to still be about you, you realize real quick it ain't about you no more.
It's not nothing's about you. You know,
I had
going,
4, so I lost it a long time ago.
that's a fact. Yeah, no, going back to my old coach, I remember he said something that I always, it's a bunch of quotes that he said to me that I keeping myself. But he said something, he said, my kids don't owe me anything but respect, but I owe them everything.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because he chose to have,
Yep.
you know, so I understand that nothing's about me. You know what I'm
They
saying?
didn't
Nothing's
ask
really
you to
for
be
me. I gotta
here.
be a role model to the best of my ability. Exactly.
They
You
didn't
know what I'm saying?
ask
But you
you to
better
be here,
respect.
but you chose them to be here. So at that moment, when you realized you chose them to be here, you were submitting and realizing that you no longer mattered.
Exactly.
But that's where growth comes in, because when you acknowledge that, and if you can acknowledge that at a young age like yourself, you've grown ages, bro. And the next 20 years for you will be nothing but a fucking blessing.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Word up.
Hey, yo, man.
Appreciate
So
that.
talk to us about the road. So this EP, man. This your first EP?
No, so the one before this was called the Love Jones EP. And you know, that was something I wrote. I composed that while I was in college, most of it.
Okay.
And yeah, so that was about like a lot of my relationships. Just anybody you could catch a Love Jones with, your pops, your mother, your spouse, your brother, sister, anybody, anything that makes you feel like you could be yourself. That's what that whole tape was about. And then this one is it's a little turn, you know what I'm saying? It's the road to soul. The meaning of the name means like, so it's a double entendre. The first meaning is being that we human beings, we have to dedicate our time to work, school, a lot of other things so we could maintain a healthy living style, and we can never really focus on our spirit, the thing that's still, the one that stays still, but we keep moving. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, I feel like you have to have a certain level of financial freedom to really begin life. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I ain't really begin life yet, you know what I'm saying? Because I haven't explored that side of my life yet as much as I would like to. Right. So that's really the road to soul. I feel like, you know, everything I do now, I'm just trying to go on that path so I could begin life. And then the second meaning is to it, not to get too deep or detailed. I'm just going to say that God made it right now to where I'm not in my son's life. And I really want to be, you know, so his name is Soul, and everything I'm doing right now is leading to me getting back to him. So, you know, and that's the second meaning to it, road to soul, you know.
That shit real. That's hard.
Appreciate that, man.
That shit
Just
real.
don't remember, there comes an age that as long as you've always tried to be there, they will be there for you.
I appreciate that, though.
It comes, my brother. Trust me, it comes. It's a long road to till, and it's a hard road to till. And I've had many brothers in my life till that road. But that child's going to come to an age. As long as you are always there, you may not be there every day. You may not be dropping off and picking up from school. But when you need to be there, as long as you're always there, that child's going to come looking one day. And it doesn't matter what is going on in the world. They always seek out what they want to seek out. And nothing can change that path or divert it. You just have to be there and be ready for when that path gets walked. That's all.
And be ready. Yes,
That's
sir.
it. When he's ready to walk that path, you'll be ready to walk it with him. And you know what, bro? That path will be a blessing. You just have to be ready for it. You have to look forward to the fact that God said you got work to do. You do your work. And when you're done doing your work, your prize is going to be there. And at some point, it is. And it's going to come sooner than later. It's just, are you ready for it?
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, I'm ready. Thank you, man. Word up. No, I'm ready for that.
So how long you been down in Maryland now?
Damn. So I came to college in 2014.
Okay.
And I never really went back. You know what I'm saying? I would go back every some weeks, probably breaks and stuff like that. But after I graduated, I got my own apartment, and I just been out here since then. You know what I'm saying? I just been ripping and running, going back and forth when I needed to.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, that's
not that far of a distance, Maryland over to New York. Make them
it's not. It's not at all. And I'm sure you know when you go to college, it's like you meet a lot of the friends that you going into the world with. You ready to tackle the world. So I got a lot of my best friends that you know that I went through these 4 years with. That you know, even when I'm down bad, I know that I can always got them to call. So this is like having a second family.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, man. Listen, man. Those relationships that you build in college are the relationships that you build for your lifetime, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Go for life.
I still look. I graduated in 97. I graduated college in 97, and I still to this day got a group text with all of my roommates.
That's a fact. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's how it's supposed to be.
Chat regularly.
Yo, Supreme. Regularly. What he's not telling you though is they group text him because they want to know he's not gonna be there. It's just a way to avoid. All right, so don't let him fool you.
It's all love. It's all love.
Dude, crazy, yo. Hey, yo, Preem, though, check it out. Down in let's is there much of a difference in the culture down there in Maryland to compare to up here in the city?
So not really. It's just, well, it is, but not really. See, because in Maryland you get a mixture of up north and down south. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like right in the middle.
It's
you go down, you got it's right there. So I get a lot of people that's from Jersey, or they, you know what I'm saying, or they know the lingo, they listen to like, you know what I'm saying, New York and Jersey and stuff like that. And then I get a lot of people that's connected with Virginia and, you know, the Carolinas and stuff like that. But the one thing different out here that I like, and it's a gift and a curse, is that a lot of businesses is Black owned. But with that, you got to deal with a lot. Don't want to be spoken to. They not speaking to you, right? So it's like you got to deal with people if they woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Yeah.
A generational thing, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, the overall thing is a lot of businesses out here is Black owned, and I like that fact. But the one difference is just like the lingo, you know, like when I came out here, they call each other dummy. Yeah, word up. I thought
it's
dummy.
Little things like that. It's almost a culture shock when you get in there and see how strong of a Black culture and Black community is. And you know what I mean? How little white there is in some spots. It's almost a little, you're like, damn, it'd be like that right here. But
it's so Afrocentric out here.
Oh, yeah.
It's real. Like a lot of people refer to New York as, you know what I'm saying, being a lot real Afrocentric. Like in Baltimore, like I said, a lot of businesses is Black owned. It's not like this in Staten Island. Like everywhere you go, kinda, you know what I'm saying? You can see the trucks, the food trucks, is paintings everywhere, like all of, you know what I'm saying? All of it. And then like, yeah, that's it. It's just culture everywhere. It's culture.
It is. It's very deep and it's very enriched in the culture. And you know, it's kind of funny too, because really being that way, there's a real eclectic food clash. And it's weird to see how there's a lot of Southern cooking with seafood cooking and Midwestern cooking coming in. So you get this eclectic blend of food that's just like, yo, when I'm high, I'm eating happy, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always a place to turn. You know what I mean? There's a lot of home cooking.
That's a fact. Yeah, definitely a lot of home cooking. A lot of vegan spots. You know what I'm saying? I'm vegetarian. So it's a lot of vegan spots out here, and yeah.
Okay. You said you were vegan.
All I'm gonna say is when we get together,
when
we get together, I'm gonna pick on you so bad. So just be ready for that.
It's all
I'm
good.
a meat motherfucker.
It's all right. You know what I'm saying?
Check this though. It might sound cliche, man, but how hard is it, you know what I'm saying, to be successful, you know what I'm saying, coming from the island with everybody knowing what's on the island, what's already been established. You know what I mean? How are you received? How do people look at that as far as producers, you know what I'm saying, DJs, managers?
So, well, that's a great question, because the way that I just learned to navigate my life is to just let my music speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that I've came in contact with, whether they my peers or they influential in the industry, they never knew my background until somebody else told them. You know what I'm saying? And that could have been years if I came in contact with them and they're like, yo, I like your music, out of this and that. And they talking to me or whatever. And then somebody else from their group would say, yo, you know, boom, boom, boom. And then they'll be like, oh, so like I feel like that builds respect,
Right.
you know, and it just builds, it definitely gives me my own lane, because that's the way I want to stand out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to stand out. You know what I'm
Let
saying?
me
It's all
ask you
respect,
this
but I just
question.
don't, yeah.
When you do talk to people, because of the fact you don't name drop and you just represent yourself,
Mm-hmm.
do you notice a difference in the way you're treated before they know who you are versus after they know who you are?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. And then like, so, and that's kind of how, linking back to the way before, I discern how authentic people are, because I like the ones that, like, when they know me for years and then they find out, they don't treat me different. You know what I'm saying? Because from the jump, they was already genuine. They told me everything. They was already transparent, and they, you know what I'm saying? They gave me them. So the ones that treat me the whole different, oh no, you don't got to pay for this. You don't have to do that. You know, it's like, oh, all right. You know what I'm saying? So I just learned how to move in them type of situations. But yeah, I definitely notice a difference. You know what I'm saying?
And that's good, right? Because it helps you detect. It's like, man, when I was just talking to you as me, it was
Mm-hmm.
like there was a little, it was, you know, it was kind of cold, but now all of a sudden I'm a part of the woo. I'm a blood member, and now all of a sudden it's like, yo, you want to talk to me because of my dad? Like, you
Yeah,
know,
you know what I'm saying?
fuck you, you know, like, fuck you, right? Because
Respectfully.
like I'm my own man, motherfucker.
No,
You know what I'm
Like
hey,
saying?
for who the
hey,
fuck I
Prince,
am.
not even respectfully, disrespectfully. Fuck you.
Like I just because
Yeah.
I notice with people, bro, like with me especially, it's the same thing. You just talk to them and you just be, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, yo, you know, he does, right? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, I want to talk to you. It's like, yeah, but I don't want to talk to you now. I was over
Yeah.
there before, but you didn't have no
Mm-hmm.
interest. But now because what, I can
Exactly.
do something for you, you got interest? Get the fuck
Yep.
out of here.
Yeah. No, that's a fact.
That's why I
That's a
love people,
fact.
bro. People will always reveal themselves. There's no doubt about it, bro.
All the time. You just gotta give it time. You know what I'm
Well, that's
saying?
it.
Just gotta
That's
give it
it.
time. That's it.
Give it
That's
time
all
or
it
tell them
is.
good news. Give it time or tell them good news and success. You'll see their face. You'll know it right on their face,
Yep.
whether they're happy for you, blessed for you, envious, or jealous. And people
Yep.
don't understand. Envy can be bad sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. A lot of
Sometimes. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
No, because you
Envious.
can have envy of a motherfucker and still support him and put him up and not want to tear him down because
It's
he's
not
so
real though.
successful.
It's not
But
real, so that's the worst kind, man.
well, I mean, like, look at you can have a friend that you are very much emphatic about that you're super happy and supportive of because he's having a good run. You know what I mean? And you can be envious of the fact he's having that good run and still be happy and supportive. You don't have to be evil. But then there's people that have the evil envy, and unfortunately, it's 98% of them that
That's
are
what I'm
like
saying.
they lining up next to you to get that stick in. But you know what I'm saying, man? That's where it comes down
Nah,
to. You just have to know how to read people, man.
I get exactly what you're saying on both sides though, because it is that type where it's like something's happening all right for this person and none's happening good for me. And I'm not really mad at him, but I'm mad at that fact. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm mad that just nothing's going right for me. However, it's not in me to be to be foul, to be cruel to anybody. So, yo, yeah, keep doing you, but I'm focused on me. You get what I'm saying? I'm focused on trying to get so I get where the envy comes in that sense. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
To where it's like, yeah, I have no cutthroat feelings to you, but like I gotta figure out how I could get these blessings coming in down for me. I got something going wrong, you know? Yeah. So I get
And
what
that's
you're
where
saying.
communication comes in, because if more people could be honest about that and they could just open up and talk, that's where more people will be willing to guide you, help you, and work with you, rather
You
than
took the
trying to
words right
go
out my
around you
mouth.
or behind your back, man. It's like, yo, bro, all you had to do was tell me you were scraping your knee. I'd have picked you the fuck up, man.
That's a
But
fact.
instead,
All you
you
gotta
went
do
to
is
Ronnie,
ask.
and it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's why advice, that you took the word right out my mouth. Advice. That's one of the most powerful things that anybody listening to this podcast, that's one of the most powerful things that you can ask for is advice. That's it. You know, ask for nothing because you got to bring something to the table in order to get something. And a lot of people just look right way over that fact. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm not bringing nothing to you, hey, give me a book to read. Point me in the right direction. Let me know how I could build these legs up, and then I'll come back to you with something. You know what I'm saying? So
it's messed up though, because nowadays people are taught to have so much machismo and so much bravado that they scared to ask for advice. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're expected to know already. In reality, if you don't know, why would you not just ask anybody? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nowadays, people feel as though they're supposed to know, they're supposed to be in the know, so they don't ask.
Well, I mean, you get made fun of more now today than ever in culture and society. Shit, you do something good, you become a meme. You do something bad, you're a fucking meme. Shit, you just have a day, you're a meme. So it's like people have been bullied into a position where they don't want to reach out and ask. Instead, it's easier to just keep your mouth shut, walk past the person, cut their lifeline, and grab it for yourself. It's like, yo, people today are taught, you know, to run around and backstab and to have no honor about it. And it's the worst thing because really honor, and if you go back and look at all the movies, all the Godfather and, you know what I mean, like Goodfellas and Scarface, what's the one thing, bro? When loyalty was lost, all of them motherfuckers crumbled and fell. So like the one thing you should learn in life, man, is if you want to succeed, you're going to need a crew, absolutely. But the crew you need has to be loyal. And the more loyal you are, the longer you're going to last and stand. You know what I mean? But when that loyalty goes, what happened, bro? Scarface thought his dude was cheating, killed him, boom, had no right-hand man, was done. Goodfellas, yo, everybody started ratting on each other, bam, everybody was gone. The loyalty goes away, and once the loyalty goes, it doesn't matter how much fucking money's on the table, bro. The game is gone. So it's like, you got to learn to buck up, be a man, ask for fucking help, know that nobody doesn't know everything, and you always learning. I'm fucking 48, I'm still learning, bro. Lessons every day. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, if you could humble, you can still be an animal. I'm a fucking animal. You put, I'm an alpha up around anybody. You know that, D. That's just me, bro. I'm loud. I'm out there. And if you don't like it, I don't give a fuck, bro. Because I'm here. I'm in my space and I'm doing my thing. But at the same time, I'm never going to disrupt somebody to the point where I'm ignorant about it so that like my alpha makes other people uncomfortable. Fuck that. I'm always going to want to buck up, make a friend and learn something. The more bridges you build, the more avenues you have. The more avenues you have, the more success you reach. You know what I mean? And the more success you reach, the more you can teach and preach. And then the game goes on and on, bro. Don't get me going. I'm going to start like, you know, doing my thing. Singing myself because I got a little in. But I ain't as good, so I don't want to embarrass myself.
No, that's how it's supposed to be, man. That's how it's supposed to be. I wish we had these conversations. It's healthy. You know what I'm saying? These are definitely healthy conversations.
And when you can have them like this and then put them out there for other people to see, now they get to see how much the news and TV is full of shit about how culture and people really get along.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And one thing I wanted to say about just loyalty, one thing that's why I like all my old school music and old school movies and stuff like that, because the morals just talked about was so different. Because in this day and age, it's like, I feel like one second. Like even the good people, like when you portray to be good, everybody it's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes, damn, I'm trying to think of an example. Like married people, it's cool to have somebody on the side. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the times, it's a lot of my friends or something like that, to where it's like, yo, they got somebody on the side. It's like, yo, that's a trend now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, even a good person it's like you don't really know. That's why I stick to my old school things.
That's what I mean, bro. Today's society, it's almost like it's impossible to find good people because even the good people are slipping up. You know what I'm saying? But that's the problem. Social media and society today allow for, it's like I tried to, you know, my kids are 16, 17, 20, and 23. Okay. And it's like, I get to see it all the time. And so they'll play their TikToks and I'll go through, and every other TikTok is some girl just putting it out there. So like with today's society, it's become very much a generational me. So that's why it's not really as loyal, because you're taught, do it yourself. You can do it with a camera by yourself in your bedroom. You know what I mean? OnlyFans. And so it's made it so comfortable in society that it's almost easy to feel like I'm not doing anything wrong. And that's where, when you look back and you see the generations that you're looking back to, and you're like, fuck, bro, I walked this earth at the wrong time, because like that's the vibe I'm feeling. My son says it to me all the time. You know what I mean? He's
That's
like,
a
damn,
fact.
Dad, you know, I walked this earth at the wrong time, because like I liked your vibe in your generation versus my vibe in school today. It's just not the same. You know what I mean?
It's
Whereas
not.
in his school, they're given 100, you know, granted the kids are savages in my son's school. I don't understand it. They destroy, break everything. They're just lunatics. So now there's bounties out where the teachers in the school have put it out there. See something, say something, get $100. So it's almost like you're encouraged to become a rat. You're encouraged to say something. You're encouraged to not have that loyalty. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And who doesn't want $100 as a kid?
Word up.
That's how you get beat up in school, man. What you talking about?
Yo, that was our day, absolutely. But yo, and then today, it's a different day, Dwayne.
Hey, so along with that, Frame, let's talk about this real quick, man. What do you feel about this? I mean, listen, in today's industry, you know, now you can get anybody to put anything on and get, you know, 100,000 streams, and all of a sudden they famous, right? So what do you really think about all of this mumble jumble rap, man? And people are really falling into it like it's music, and dudes really think that they rappers. Or should I say, dudes really think that they're artists because they are rappers with that mumble jumble shit.
Yeah. So I would say, yo, everything got stages, bro. Everything got stages, even rap, even hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So right now, it's not nothing that I really listen to. You know what I'm saying? But who am I to say that the other billion people that's listening to it, you know what I'm saying, that they wrong for liking it? You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel on the situation, because when I speak to people, it's like when I was growing up, I was extremely judgmental in rap. I'm talking about all I had to do was hear a name and I wasn't listening to him.
And
you
that's
know what I'm
what
saying? Like, just
saying,
because
though.
it was like, yeah.
So what does that
Keep
say
going.
for hip hop right now, though, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm an old school dude myself. You know what I'm saying? I was on the island when the clan set off, you know what I'm saying, in 92, 93. My man was at Wagner College, so I was up there every weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm an old school head. My roots is different. You know what I'm saying? But damn, man.
That's what you, so all right, so peep this. Peep this. So with that saying for hip hop, I feel like, what was I at before? What was I at before? 1 second. I was saying, so I feel like the mumbo jumbo rap, instead of, I read this, I was reading a book in college. I'm gonna sum it up like this and go off this. I was reading a book in college, and it was about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And he said, don't condemn the dirty glass, just put a clean one next to it. And what I'm trying to say in that sense is, it's like, all right, yeah, it's a lot of mumbo jumbo going on. And before, what I was trying to say before is, it's like, when I speak to him, I was judgmental before, but when I speak to him or watch their interviews, and I see the work that they put in, even though it was in a total different light, it was in a negative light, whether they sold drugs, did this, did that, and they talking different because their perception is different. I know a lot of the times when them type rappers and they gain a big success, Chopper, NLE Chopper. I love NLE Chopper. I don't really listen to his music like that. I think I'm saying his name right. I hope I'm not messing up his name. But when I listen to him, when I listen to his interviews and stuff like that, I see such an intelligent person. You know what I'm saying? Like he's talking about real things that he had to go through, like whether it was this or that, and how loyalty and this and that. But they just see things. See, one thing about perception is like when you got different words for it, that's what you're gonna call it to see it. So it's like I just feel like it's real rap is coming back. And to some, you know what I'm saying, to sum it all up, real rap is definitely coming back. And other people is coming out the woodworks. You know, you got Griselda, you got, you know what I'm saying, you got me, not to be cocky or nothing like that, but you got other people from different, you know what I'm saying, from different lanes that's coming back, that's inspired by real rap. You know what I'm saying? And when I like to bring it back to the beginning, in that stage, I don't know when it's gonna happen, but trust me, bro, I promise you, because the algorithm even tells it. Not to even keep going, but the algorithm tells it when you drill music, you got to keep dropping.
Right.
You have to keep dropping. It's not long lasting. You know what I'm saying? Them playlisting, it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep dropping in order for people to listen to you. Bang, so it's like after a while, when we finally get that mentality out of people's minds, you know what I'm saying, and we start talking about this or whatever we got to talk about at that time, the algorithm's gonna change, and then it's gonna be long lasting. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's gonna change. Like it's definitely gonna change.
Definitely. Okay. Got you. Hey man.
That was a lot. My fault.
No, it was good. It was good because it's true. Everything comes back again. Records, like everything comes back around. Everything evolves and devolves. Like you go back and you look at the beginning of rap music and the type of stuff I was listening to as a kid versus where it was by the late 80s, early 90s versus where it was by the late 90s, early 2000s versus to how it turned very musical and hip-hoppy in the 2010s. Like everybody was collabing and doing a lot of more musical scores. And now it's proceeded into this like speed mumble, in your face, painted, tattooed Tekashi 6ix9ine craziness. And like the thing is though, is exactly, you got young bucks coming up that will do their version of, because they're not into what's going on today and they're touched by yesterday, they'll start to sing their version of yesterday and today. And as that catches on, that'll start to proceed over the next mounting. So it's like everything in music is constantly evolving. Look, it all goes back to the same thing. It's all fucking Jimi Hendrix either sped up or slowed down, baby. And you can't deny it. That's all I'm going to say.
That's a fact. Word up. It's like that.
So, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to say Led Zeppelin, which is true. Zeppelin was beyond ridiculous, and you could give the Beatles their moment, but Jimmy was another fucking breed.
Jimmy was Jimmy, man.
You had to hear Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just listen.
It's like Jimmy and Bob personified what they did with music in a way that it'll resonate forever. There are bands that have blown up and made millions that will never resonate and carry culture the way those two will in the rock, in the reggae world for eternity. You know what I mean? Like there are guys that have come and gone. There are music, Milli Vanillis along the way that you can bring up. And there's a lot of guys, Red Rum, you know what I mean? There's a lot of groups. Ice-T's one rock album, like Cop Killer. You can go through and bring up a bunch of things that at the time made you go, and then gone. But forever, ever and ever, you will have some type of Hendrix or some type of Marley playing somewhere at some point forever. You know what I mean? So it's like there's transcendence there.
Those were two artists that had this whole shit locked up, right? Because you think about the concept, man. Jimmy was just on a different stratosphere, right?
Bro, he dropped acid in the headband to reach his third eye. And Marley was the same way, bro. They both attached to it and tuned to their third eye, bro. And
So
that's why
listen.
nobody could sway them from being who the fuck they were. It's like
Yeah.
Bruce Lee, bro, there's been people throughout culture and time, if you look at them, they've always been in touch and confident in who they were because they're in touch with their third eye and they can't be bullshitted, bro. That's what made them so fucking great. That's why no matter how many things you can go through in life, you can put a Marley quote to it. If you go back and look at some of the things Malcolm X said, it's completely relevant to today, and it's crazy. And he says it in a sense where it's presented to you as adverse racism, but it never really was. It was just truth.
It was just
so
true.
It's like it's all in how you see and perceive everything. But there's some things that'll always transcend, and you'll never be able to be water. Be water.
Right.
Like Bruce said, be water.
Just them two artists alone, though, is what I'm saying. Jimmy made it cool for Black people to listen to rock and roll and to play the guitar.
He transcended. Exactly.
And then you look at Bob, right? Everybody looks at Bob and says,
before you go on, I'm going to say this, bro. You know, rock and roll can take its roots from long-haired, makeup up white guys. But I'm going to tell you right now, you can never give it that privilege. Rock and roll comes from fucking Mississippi and Tennessee and fucking black blues players cranking out on the fucking guitar and drums, going to town, Elvis sucking it up, bringing it to the white culture, and then like it evolving into death metal, heavy metal. But its roots are all from jazz. It all comes from jazz, bro. It all stems from black artists to begin with.
And what made Bob so appealing to the masses, right? Bob was able to bring any and everybody.
He could speak. He was legible.
Everybody together. How was he able to do that and to unite? Bob had that within him because Bob knew he was white. Bob knew his daddy was white. So he was able to.
Bob was also, he transcended, he was intelligent, but he was not selfish, bro. And because of that, you gravitated to him because he never wanted anything from you. Any person, like this young man we have on tonight, extremely humble and unselfish. I could hang out in a room with him and get high all fucking night, yo, and just wrap it up because this dude's never gonna put his hand in my pocket. There's certain people that you can be comfortable with because you know their personality. And that dude, you consider, he was never going to take anything from you. So it didn't matter, white, black, yellow, fucking green. I hate race. That whole bullshit is such a crock of shit. It's hate no matter what you want to put into it. And hate is hate no matter what. And if you got hate in your heart, bro, it don't matter what color you are. You are a hateful motherfucker. So at the end of the day, bro, that man had no hate in his heart. There's no reason you could ever hate that man, no matter what color you were, because he didn't have hate. How can you hate something that doesn't have hate? You can't. That's envy.
To really, it's so sad to really now look back at it and see how hate really destroyed that man.
Oh, bro, it's hate destroys everything, bro. There's hate brings no good. It does. Listen, if you pick a side, and your way of defending your side is to preach any type of hate or negativity and not have empathy and understanding for your opponent and let them live and be lived, then you're just as bad as the person you're hating. It's like, until you can accept the fact that not everybody's gonna be like you, bro, and not everyone's gonna be the same. And if you were, it'd be a pretty boring fucking life. When you buy a coloring book, bro, there's 64 colors in the pack. It ain't just a black and white pack. There's motherfucking green, red, blue, yellow. Yo, because you want different things in your life. What's the fucking point of everybody being the same? And until people can get past that bullshit, that cultural bias, that stigma of hate, bro, you're fucking doomed. You know what I mean? Because you're wasting your time. Here's the thing. You can hate people all the fuck you want. You get one life on this earth. You're not guaranteed how much time is in that life. From i.e. Jimmy, from i.e. Bob, from i.e. fucking Bruce. You're not, there's no like, you know, hey, oh, yup, I'm going to make it to this age. You don't get that roadmap, bro. You get one life. And if you want to waste it hating people instead of living with them, yo, that's a waste of that life, bro, because life is a blessing and a gift. And that's what it is, dude. And every day you wake up is a blessing. And tomorrow it's a gift, bro. So be happy you got it and you were given it. God blessed you. Go out and enjoy it and spread love, promote people, lift them up. And you know what, bro? This world wouldn't be as fucked. But that's not in the greater plan, because the people that run and control us, they don't give a fuck about us. They want us segregated, angry, mad at one another, because that way we're easily conquered. If we were all alphas and we were all strong-minded males and we didn't see the fucking bullshit and we all got along no matter what color of bias or religion we had, guess what, bro? They'd be in trouble. So they don't need us getting along. They need to push the agenda and they need us segregated. Segregation is about control. So the more segregated people are, the easier they are to control. Until people can open their eyes and their minds and see through that bullshit. Yo, and let me tell you something, man. When it comes to white and black, I never met a brother with a fucking diamond or gold chain and some fucking Nikes I was afraid of, because if he was loud, it was about music. And if he had a gun, I knew to get out of the way. But the silent, quiet white motherfucker, he's a serial killer that snuck through your fucking window and carved you up and ate you at night. So it's like, what are you going to be afraid of at the end of the day? Because at the end of the day, all serial killers are white. So how deadly really is the black man? Like, get the fuck over that shit. Learn to love everybody as they are and appreciate them for who they are. And you know what, bro? You'll get many blessings in life. A lot more than if you want to waste your time hating.
Word. Hey,
Word up. Nah, for real.
Hey, Preem, man. I want to thank you for coming out and blessing us today, man. I don't even know what to say. I can honestly say this has been one of our more intellectual nights, man.
Bro, this has been the best show of this season, I would definitely say.
I gotta give it. This is one of them shows that just hits you in a different way. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you for that, man. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate y'all, man. For real.
I want to give you a chance, you know, before we get up out of here, I want to give you a chance to promote anything you got coming up. You know what I'm saying? Any shows. I definitely promote that EP that just came out.
Yeah, so, you know, Road to Soul is streaming everywhere. If you watch this interview, you got a pretty good background. There's enough background information to know that I'm serious, and you definitely should go stream it. Where you could get everything is _Supreme Music. That's on Instagram, and that's really on every social media, but Instagram is my primary source where I put everything up. So _Supreme Music, go there, and I'll just keep you updated on everything, all the future shows and everything.
Okay. Word. All right.
Yo, Supreme, I sent you a message on your IG, my brother. So whenever you're in Worcester, you know what I'm saying, up in Mass, you just hit me up,
sir.
and I'll make sure you're well taken care of.
Most definitely. Definitely. I'm about to lock you in soon.
I don't know if you're gonna be
able
to. I don't know if you're still gonna be able to do the show after you hang out with me. But yo, you're gonna feel damn good. Man's gonna be calling me like, "What you doing, bro?
We
waiting for an opening act."
No, it's all good. You know, when it's game time, we good.
That's it.
Everything goes out the window. Yeah, but nah, I appreciate it, man. Tonight was definitely fun, and it was a blessing to me to be here, for real, man. I appreciate all the insight and everything. Y'all dropped some jewels on me, for real.
Hey, we're appreciative of having you here, bro.
It was
who you are, not with us, man, bro, because we appreciate you, my brother.
Hey,
it's all love, man.
Preem, before we get up out of here,
it's time for
What's up?
Podcast 5 Favorites.
It's time. You heard him?
It's time for the Elite Podcast 5 Favorites.
Five
favorites.
Before we get up out of here, man, at the end of every show, 5 favorites. I'm about to ask you 5 random questions. You just got to spit whatever comes to your head. And that's when I say spit, I don't mean rap. Just spit whatever comes to your head. All right? Something simple. And, you know, throughout the interview, our viewers could know this one right off the bat. So I just hit you with papers or leaves.
Papers.
Yo, he chose papers.
Let's go. All right, let's do it. Let's do it New York style. Let's go Kid Capri or DJ Doo-Wop.
Kid Capri.
Shout out to my man Wop though.
Shout out to Wop, you know.
All right. Sneakers
Set
or
me up.
Timbs?
Oh, yo, it depends, bro. You can't.
Tim's,
What kind? Which ones?
the Butters.
Yo, I got the Timbs lined up, bro. All the colors,
The
bro.
Butters. Or the 40 belows.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The real shits.
Grimy.
Let's go. Favorite verse?
What, my shit?
Yeah,
Or
your
just
favorite
anything?
verse.
Anything.
Anything. Oh, all right. It gotta be a Nas verse.
Okay.
Off of it gotta be Nas off of Illmatic. Nas off of Illmatic. The one when it was a letter. You know what I'm talking about.
Yo, you know what's funny? It's always goes back to Nas. You ever notice that, bro?
It's for some reason, right? Because like I feel like that's the Bible right there, bro. You listen to that, you have no choice but to love
That's
hip-hop after you listen
1992
to that.
on lock.
Gotcha.
Word up. You
Gotcha.
gotta love hip-hop. As soon as you listen to that record, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That whole album. But yeah, the one where he was like, I can't remember the damn sure I can't remember the name. He was talking to his man. He was like, y'all got a letter from Nas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, yeah.
What up, kid?
I know shit is rough doing your bed. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that one.
Guys, you should have slid to the crib. I got you. All right. So that's 4. Now, this the last one, Praying.
All right.
Here we go.
What's your favorite holiday?
Dang. My fault. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really. So Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
right.
I'll take Thanksgiving.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
People get together, family come around.
Yeah. My favorite holiday is Ramadan, but I know where this is going. You know what I'm saying? I know where this is going. You know what I'm saying?
So now look at. So now listen for the listeners. Explain why Ramadan's your favorite holiday.
Word up. All right, so Ramadan, I celebrate even though I'm Muslim, I grew up celebrating everything, you know what I'm saying? So I still take advantage of the other holidays. But Ramadan is my favorite holiday because it's the total opposite of every other holiday. You know what I'm saying? Instead of giving stuff and getting stuff, you have to give away everything. You know what I'm saying? And that right there just feeds you mentally. You know, when you fast, it helps you spiritually and stuff like that. And just that concept right there, knowing that fasting helps you spirit, like grows your spirit. It's a difficult thing to understand, but just, you know, that's something that I'm very into.
It's very clear to understand. It's not difficult.
No,
Yeah.
it is for some people, but for the rest of us, it's pretty normal. So now
see what you're
that being said, right? Because he's a giver. Thanksgiving, cool. Food, family. Lay it on him, baby. Here we go.
But look, we can keep it right there at Ramadan. You know what I'm saying, and talk about who we like to spend that time with.
Well, that's the truth. You really can, because
you know
really,
yeah,
this question is geared towards more of the 5 people you'd want to be with at that moment.
Right. So during that period of time for yourself, if you could have any 5 people dead or alive to experience that period of time with you throughout that time of the year, who would they be?
Damn. So all right, so they gotta be famous or they just
any 5 people you want. The 5 people you would like to spend that time with, dead or alive, it doesn't matter who it is.
Okay, so definitely my son.
100.
That's a fact. My great grandmother Julia.
Yep.
My mom.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But when I say my mom, I'm gonna include all my siblings because you know what I'm saying, that's gonna take up the whole, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so my mom, my grandmother, my son, and then it's 2 more, right? So
Yep.
All right. It's two more. Dang, man. I wish I could say everybody. That sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna go with. That's a hard question, man. Why you, man?
That's
You
why
know,
we
I
in with it.
think too much. You know
That's
what I'm
why we in
saying?
with it.
So let me wrap it up. So I'm gonna go with my sister Destiny.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. And I'm gonna go with oh no, dog. I'm gonna go with my friend, my man's Devin. Word
See,
up.
look at this. All family and a close friend. It's the
Yeah,
third
word up.
person.
Yep. Hey,
It's the third person.
that's
Yeah.
real shit right
About
there,
60
man.
shows, bro. About 60 shows. We ask this question at the end of every show. And it's funny to see the difference in answers. But there's probably, I think you're number 3 that
Three.
have said all of family.
Okay, that's fire.
For real. That's real
That's
shit.
fire.
That's real shit.
That's fire. Yeah, man. I don't know nobody else.
And that's just it. That's real though. And that's who you want to go through all that time spending with is your family, man.
See, but you know something at the same time? That's a character trait showing that while he's his own man and wants to forge his own path, he's a beast that pays homage to nobody more famous than him, because in his mind, nobody is more famous than him.
Right.
Yeah,
That's good
that's
shit.
fire. Word
You
up.
ain't all vegan, my son. You got a little lion in you.
Yes, sir. You know what I mean? I feel that.
Bless up,
You
my
know that.
king. Bless up, my king.
Thank
Hey,
you,
man.
man. Likewise.
Again, Preem, I want to thank you
Likewise.
for coming out, man, and blessing us on the Elite Podcast today, man. Thank you for giving us your time, man. Like I said, this definitely gonna go down as one of the favorite joints, man.
Absolutely.
Yo, yeah, nah, this is history right here. Thank you, man.
Definitely, I
Word
appreciate
up.
you, man. This and like I said to you, man, this will be up on Spotify. It'll be up on our YouTube channel, and it'll be up on the Elite Digital Radio app. So
Okay.
I'll when I go to post everything, I definitely include you with everything you see.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, no, I can't wait, man. I can't wait to promote it. Word up.
We appreciate you, my brother.
I'll send it to you for sure.
Likewise.
Hey, and
All
send me
right.
send me that music, Preem.
No,
Yes.
I got you. I'm gonna
All
get
right.
that handled. I'm gonna try to get that handled tonight for real.
Send it to my email, man. Elitedigitalradio@gmail.com.
Okay, I got it. You sent that was the same one you sent the what's the name through, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
All right.
I'm gonna send it right back to that.
All right, Ken. Good looking,
All
man.
right.
Appreciate you, man. Bless.
We
Nah, I
appreciate you, my
both
brother.
of y'all, man. Blessings to both of y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace, my brother. Be safe.
Yeah,
Stay
well.
blessed.
You too. Thank you.
Yo, D, this show was a good one, bro.
That was a good one, man. He came through and blessed us, man.
Bro, he was able to talk and he was back. Yo, this is a gem.
I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad I didn't. We stayed away from the whole ghost shit too. That was good, man.
You realize you saw that at the end, right? When you asked him the 5 people, he couldn't even fill it, and he didn't even want to. You know what I'm saying? So like,
That's a well-rounded young man, yo.
yep.
Well-rounded young man.
He knows who he is and knows who he wants to be. And I think there's too much bad blood there for him to want to ride those coattails.
Yeah. Yeah. Ain't no coattails being ridden.
Nope, not at all.
He's doing what he needs.
He's forging that path.
Definitely.
So,
hey, man. Elite. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
them boys is at it again.
Till next week. Hey, yo, we'll be up on, like I said, it'll be up on YouTube, be up on Spotify, be up. Hey, real quick though, I wish I had it in front of me, man. I want to thank everybody that's been supporting us so far, man, now that we put this thing on the YouTube channel and on Spotify, because I get all the information, all the analytics, and all the paperwork that's saying that we getting, I mean, I think we was at 39 downloads in 30 days, man. Whoever y'all are that's paying attention, I appreciate y'all. Much love.
Yes, thank you very much.
Bless. Next week, we'll be back with another banger, man. Hey, Laws,
Yo,
we out.
peace.